Hey guys, what is up? It is the boy back again for another video. This time we're going to talk about base design, and there's some pretty good detailed information out there on the interwebs, on YouTube, different guides. I'm going to give you guys hopefully a little 5 to 10 minute rundown of just building a quick base, nice, dirty, easy, and making it work. So we're going to do this, and we're going to edit this one over here, and we're going to remove all. The most important building that you have is the clan castle. It can cause a lot of problems, and therefore you want to make it the most difficult thing to pull. So what we're going to do is we want to start this puppy right in the center. So we're going to cover that up. Okay, and then the first thing that we're going to do after we put that down is we're going to build a pentagon around it. And we're going to use our five cannons. Now you can switch out the cannons after if you want. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But what we're going to do is we're going to put the cannons down in such a way that if they were to hog or to loon, you know, we're not going to put this cannon here where they could come in with hogs right here and trip. We're going to just put it right on the edge, right on the outside. So if there's hogs or loons, it's not going to pull. And then we're going to place the next one. Okay? And then we're going to place the next one. Okay. And this can probably come down over here a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Alright. This one down here. Yeah, I'll give it a little bit more room. How's that? Oh, there we go. Right on the edge. Give this one more room. Perfect. Perfect. That one down a little bit. And then our last one. Okay, so once you have your perimeter set up, now we can start adding things in, right? So we have this. We have the perimeter with the pentagon of cannons, like we're summoning some demon. The other big thing that you want is you want your queen. You want to make that bitch so hard to get to. So you want to put her in the middle too. You want to put her right next to the clan castle, and from there we just start picking things and putting things together. So if we had these two, you know, maybe we want the king pretty close by too. Maybe we had the king right down here. So then now our first compartment for the anti-3 star looks like this, you know, and maybe we even throw a hidden Tesla right there. So there you go. So you got that first one. Then you want to put some high defensive buildings around the archer queen, such that when they're coming in and trying to attack, hopefully things are taking time hitting some of your higher defensive buildings. The expo is a good one, so let me go ahead and add an expo there. Dark elixir storages are and the other storages are pretty good too. So why don't we can go ahead and crop those in. Whoop. So now we got a couple more buildings. We can even add, you know, maybe we can add we'll remove that. Maybe we want a jump spell here, right? So we can put a jump spell right here and take up some of that room. Okay, maybe we want another high defense building. So why don't we go ahead and add a goop storage? Let's add some defense here. Not that. Maybe we want you know, maybe we want to move this wall just a little bit more. We can pick this up. So maybe we start adding the air defense. Maybe we want this other air defense like right here. Right here. So then we can you know, maybe place that building right there. Oh. This comes here. Or we can add a jump spell right there. That jump spell. So we add that there. Yeah, maybe we put that other expo down. Keep our heroes protected a little bit. And you know what? I lied. Instead of this, you know what else has really good hit points? Freaking clan castle, that's what has a lot of hit points. So we can go ahead and put that down. And you can see here now all of a sudden, just with a little bit of framing, now we've already got a little bit of a base going on. We got a couple compartments. It's going to be tough to get in, tough to do stuff with, and you can just keep building from there. So when we're when you're starting out, put that clan castle in the middle. Set your perimeter. You know, try to get those to make those tough poles. You know, create your initial little box, whether it's just 2 or 4 or 3 if you want to do 1 1 1 in some kind of way, and then just try to build around that. You don't want the air defenses symmetrical. You don't want your base symmetrical, but something like this. Maybe we put this this air defense right here. And we put where's the blower? So we put this blower right here in the corner. Oh. That one. Okay. And then maybe an archer tower, or maybe the mortar right here. Or if we still gotta find some places for some double bomb spots. So like this could be a double bomb spot theoretically. If we move this wall row right here, we pop that here, we pop this here. Oh, come on. Remove this. Now that can be a double bomb spot too. So what you should be looking for to start: clan castle in the middle, set up your perimeter, start layering in. What else you want to look for? You want to try to get the 4 air defenses kind of. You don't want them symmetrical, but you don't want them too far out, because you don't want them to be able to be taken down by like a couple hogs, to start the raid or something, and then all of a sudden you're down in air defense. You want those expos to make sure they're pointing to air and ground on each of them. You usually want your air sweeper, kind of trying to hold 1/4. Now you can't have your air sweeper like this and expect it to hold both of these. It just doesn't work that way. So if you can make one section really tough and force their hand, like saying, look, I want you to come this way, and you got your air queen right here, you got your archer queen right here, I mean, then you're in good shape. Some other things that you want to do. So we want to have a lot of double bomb spots, a lot of false double bomb spots. You want to put them in between defenses. So let's say this is going to end up going right here. We want, if that's what we're doing right here with our double bombs, then we want another defense here. So why don't we go ahead and put maybe an archer tower or a wizard tower, right there. So now we've got a possible double bomb spot, and then we can put another Tesla right there. So you wanna or even better, we could make this a fake double bomb spot as well. And all of a sudden now, now they're questioning all their things. Now, you don't even have to put anything here if you don't want. Come on. That's another compartment, possibly a double bomb, or you could put the Tesla there, and make them try to get in there and see if that is a double bomb spot. So you want a lot of double bomb spots. You want some high health buildings around the queen. Town hall's a great one. Dark elixir storage. Goop storage, gold storage, all those work out too. So those are things you want to look for as well. For the anti-airs, you want to make sure that you're putting 2 of these air-seeking mines by 2 of them. So this is good right here. So you want to make sure you have those on 2, and then the other 2 are going to go around the other one. So whether it's in front here, this one we can put on the side right here. And what that does is it just kind of it bursts down the hounds and stuff pretty quickly. So if your opponent just tries to drop one hound per the anti-air defense, all of a sudden it goes from like full to a third of life, and while he's like, oh my gosh, I have to go get that right away, then all of a sudden, you've got you're picking off a couple loons before that next town comes in. So definitely want to pick 2 spots where you got those. You know, make sure you got a lot of double bomb spots going on. Pick two spots near the middle for your actual double bombs. Like this wouldn't be a good one because you know you got to think of pathing of the hogs or whatever. But if you did this, right? Maybe we move this here. Now all of a sudden, maybe this isn't that bad, you know. As long as we make it tough for him to come in here. So drop this here. You know, we can, and these are just a guide, right? Like we can change them up. So now we could do something like that. Put a jump spell or put a spring trap. So all these different things that you want to do. You want to put the skeleton traps near the middle. I like having mine anti-air because I feel like you know, the loons have a better chance at figuring their way through my base than hounds do if I'm trapping everything. And you know, just keep building that. You know, just try to make it, you know, so that you're covering a lot of spots. You know, I'm at 91 walls, so I'm running out of walls a little bit. Trying to protect most of my defenses. If you leave one of these cannons out, or you know, one on each side, like 2 of them out, that's not the end of the world. But you know, make sure you're protecting your good stuff, and just kind of go from there. Now, you take a look at the clock here. I know I wanted to try to make it a 5 to 10 minute video. I got most of the information out. I'm rambling now, but you know, within 5 to 10 minutes, I've built a majority of my base already. Just that quickly, you know, it's easy, you know, to do 1 or 2 things, and then all of a sudden, you know, it builds upon itself, and all of a sudden you got a pretty decent base going. So, I hope you guys found this informative. You know, if you want to take this and keep going on it, you can certainly make this a part of your base. The one last thing that I would suggest is when you're placing this stuff on the outside, you can subscribe to 2 methods. You can either try to, you know, spread them out so that, you know, now all of a sudden it's really hard to get any kind of drop close. So they got to spend a lot of time getting loons to get to the middle. Or the other thing that you can do is you can try to clump things up towards the middle as possible, and don't let them get any free buildings. Because if they don't have any free buildings, it's harder if they do get a pull on your base, which you're trying to make really hard based on, you know, all this stuff. If they do get the pull, then they don't have anywhere to throw an archer down and anchor to, you know, for free. You know, they got to drop an archer, and it's got to run in, and then it dies, and then they got to drop another one, and that's killing the clock, and the clock is so important for bases, you know, and dealing with that. So I hope you guys found this informative. Again, there's a lot of good information out there. This was meant to be a short and quick and sweet guide as to, you know, what you can do to make an anti-3-star base, where it's not an internet base. You're just kind of making a whole lot of compartments, so it's hard to 3-star with a go wee wee or a go wipe, and at the same time, you know, it's not symmetrical. It's not hoggable. You know, it's not easily hoggable. I mean, you know, there are people that are going to 3-star you no matter what, and that's just the way it is. You know, you tip your hat to people, but this is just a little bit of a guide to help you try to figure out, you know, hey, what can I do to possibly make my base better, and try to keep people from constantly 3-starring me, or you know, really just picking on me. You know, if you do this, you're going to make your base tough. They're not going to know which way to really come. They're going to have to sit there and think. And a lot of bases, they're just going to go for 2. And you know, if I finish this base and it's pretty easy to get this town hall, you know what? As a town hall 9, you can give up 2 stars for days and still win wars, just by getting some 3 stars and being good at attacks. So, hope you guys found this informative. If you have any questions or comments, as always, you can leave them below. And until next time, I will see you later.